Chase, we got you with the Blue Futon. If you watch my first reactions, you know there's another movie coming in as a Courier. It's a Benedict Cumberbatch movie that I had no idea what it was really about or if it's even coming to theaters, because with this pandemic and everything like that, we don't know what is getting released in theaters. But I was like, you know what? Double feature, Nobody, the Courier. Let's watch them both. And did I like them both? Let's see if you should be a Courier or just be like, for this movie. So the Courier, what's it about? Well, it is a spy thriller movie based in the Soviet Union, 1960s/Cuban Missile Crisis, and has to do with the Soviet Union, MI6/UK, as well as USA/CIA. And we have to get Benedict Cumberbatch into the spy game because he's a businessman, and we need someone that the Russians will not expect to become a spy to get information from a colonel in the Soviet Union back to the US and MI6. To figure out what is happening with the nuclear arsenal in the Soviet Union, as well as where are these missiles going? Cuba, maybe. Hint, hint, hint. But anyway, what I like about this movie, I like this movie a lot. I do love these historic/spy movies. I was disappointed in the Paul Rudd, the baseball one, the catcher who becomes a spy. I think that's what it was called. I was really disappointed about how that one was actually fleshed out and the story was told. This one is a lot better story because we get to know more about the Soviet Union, more about MI6, more about CIA and how the US couldn't really get involved, as well as the same with the UK. There were no more spies because the Soviet Union is really, making sure who's going in the country and what they are doing. So they realized who will the Soviet Union think that's just a businessman? A real businessman. No one that has no interest, no connections, no ties to any government agencies. So that's why they chose this businessman. He does a really good job in this movie about trying to get the information back and forth. And that's what the story does extremely well, is keeping you entertained of who's going to survive, who's going to die, who's going to make it out of each situation, what is going to happen to each character. And without that excitement and tension, this movie wouldn't work. But it works extremely well because you do not know who's going to survive or die unless you are a really big history buff and you know this story through and through. I didn't, so I was really entertained with what was happening on screen. Of course, there are some flaws, like there are some pacing issues with the second half, but then when you re-look at the pacing issues, you're like, maybe it's a personal issue because I was so invested in the story and the tenseness of it, of wondering who's going to survive and who's going to die, and I really wanted to know the conclusion. So I was like, hurry up, who's dying, who's surviving, please let me know, I need to know. And I guess that's just a personal flaw because they're trying to tell a story of the colonel from the Soviet Union, the businessman's wife, the MI6 leader, the CIA woman, and what they're trying to do to get everyone out of Russia or everything like that involved. So maybe that's just me personally. I was like, oh, what's going to happen? I need to know who's going to survive. But they need to tell the story of how they told it. And what Benedict Cumberbatch did with his body in this movie, I'll just say, holy cow. You don't want to get probed or tortured, because if that's what really happened to him, oh my god, he's a strong mofo, because I'll put money, so much money, today's day and age, around the world, people would not survive what he did. He went through 2+ years of hell, torture, malnutrition, everything like that. And there's so many soy boys in today's day and age that they would snap so freaking quick. And this guy doesn't. And so much props to him for just dishing it out. Because you're just like, only your body could take so much, and he survived it. And holy cow, just, oh my gosh. It's a powerful story of like not giving up on life, not giving up on what you believe in, and the cause for saving people you love. Overall, like I said, The Courier is a great movie of spy thriller and getting to know what happened during the 1960s nuclear arsenal chaoticness that happened. Because it makes you wonder, too, what's happening today. What's worse, nuclear war? Because I don't think any nuclear war will ever happen today, just because there's too many people that would have it, and it would just be too chaotic, because back then it was really just Russia and the U.S. Now, of course, you have like Iran, North Korea, everything like that happening. So I don't think there would be a nuclear war right now. We're more in the fifth generation. But that's just going on in my personal opinion. But The Courier, great acting, directing, cinematography. I love the view of this because it was hard to tell what was CGI and what wasn't. I don't think there was a lot that was CGI. But I like the look of the film. Just some pacing issues. But like I said, that could be a personal issue because of me wanting to know how this story concludes. So the Courier will receive a 4.5 out of 5 with Futons, because at 90%. So see the critics' news scores gave this one. So the Courier 85% with the critics with 133 of them, and the audience score 95% with 500 plus. Here's critic consensus. The Courier delivers a rousingly effective old school spy adventure elevated by a thrilling fact-based story and Benedict Cumberbatch's nervy central performance. I have to agree, and especially with like the nervy central performance, and we had to get probed by the Russians, they probably didn't do one finger. No, they're probably like, and wasn't pretty, probably not. But anyway, do you agree with the 85, my 90, or the 95? Pretty much in the same region. Chase out the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. One more thing is Bluetopia. You're Blue Futonians. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And believe in what you believe in. Seriously. Except, smashing up Starbucks windows. Why would you even do that? Like, what's the point?